line through Studio Park that I am launching tomorrow with Leah Williams in AM Style, but I thought I'd come on here and say hello and give you a little sneak peek. Everything is available to shop now. Not all of the pictures are there because we're not really presenting it until tomorrow, but we will have links for you to be able to shop if you see anything you like. And when we do these Studio Park collections, we don't bring in a ton of every piece, and certainly not of every size. So if you see something you like and you want to grab it, just remember at QVC, you have 30 days to exchange for size or color for free. And you can just return it within 30 days if you don't love it too. Thank you so much for your help. I needed a little help. I'm a little bit tech unsavvy. So it's all behind me. I am in our Fashion 360, which is such a beautiful, I will take down this phone in just a second and kind of like show you the room because it's so beautiful. It's as if we at QVC had like, you know, a big department store, and we have all the accessories here. The team does such a great job of putting everything together. Thank you so very much for helping me out. Let me grab my iPad so I can see who's here and say hello. All right. Okay, well, nobody has said anything. So first of all, I will say, hit me up, say hello, tell me who you are, where you're watching from, if you like fashion, if you like the Studio Park line, if you've had any other pieces from any of the other hosts, if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you would like for me to answer questions, I can do that as well. But I don't see anybody saying anything yet. So I will just start by saying a little bit about my line. So I'm going to start like as if you don't know what the Studio Park line is. Studio Park is where we are right now. This is where we broadcast from in Pennsylvania. And our buyers decided a couple years ago, I think it's been maybe like 3 years now, that I see some people commenting, that they would do a line with the hosts and, you know, our individual style. Obviously, we're not designers. We didn't go to design school, but it's more about bringing the pieces that we love to you at QVC, being able to make them in really good quality and put our spin on fashion on them. So that's what the whole Studio Park line is about. Amy Strand has one, and several of them. Leah Williams, Rosina Grosso just did hers for the very first time, and mine is launching. It's live on QVC.com right now. So just type in Terri Conn, TerriConn, and it'll pop up. There are 8 pieces, maybe 9 pieces. They're all behind me right now, so I'll take you through them. So they're already live to shop, but I will have my first presentation with Leah Williams tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. in AM Style. I think I'm more towards the 8 a.m. hour. And then tomorrow night with Amy and Alberti in Friday. So we're gonna have this dress actually, which is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go through those in just a moment. I see some people popping in, so I'm just gonna say hi. Deanna says, hello, Terri. Hi, Deanna. Thank you for being the first to comment. I appreciate it. Nicole says, when does your collection go live? So it is live on QVC.com. And then I just mentioned we'll have the first presentation tomorrow morning. Then I'll be on again with a different piece Saturday morning with Leah. And the next week I'm going to be on Over 50 and Fabulous. I'm a new Q50 ambassador because I turned 50 January 28th. So I'm going to be in Over 50 and Fabulous with Sean and Mally, and I'm very excited. And that is my favorite piece. I'm just going to grab it real quick. So it's a duster because I wear a lot of dusters, but we put buttons on it. And you can wear it as a dress. And everybody's really freaking out over this one right now, which is really making me feel good. Like people that know fashion, are buyers, that didn't even work on the line, are excited about it. So that's not gonna be until next Friday, I think. But you can shop it now. And it comes in 2 colors. So there's that one. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? I'm gonna wear this as a dress. I'm going to a First Communion on Saturday, so I'm gonna wear this as a dress there. That's my favorite piece. So let me see what else we're talking about. Carol says, hi, Terri. Hi, Carol. Tina says, hello, very excited to see your line. Thank you, Tina. That means a lot to me. Deanna says, I love your style. Thank you. I really didn't think I had like a specific style. And well, I don't know. It looks pretty cohesive to me. I would call my style kind of eclectic. I think that comes from me being an actor. I just always I feel different in different ways from day to day. So sometimes when I wear like a dressy suit, I love dresses and skirts, so that's often what I'm wearing. I love flowy kind of looks, but I realized I do have a point of view that I didn't realize I had going through this process. Kay says, hello from Houston, looks awesome. Leanne says, I can't wait to see something new. Alicia says, hi Terry, so proud of your new line. Congrats, thank you so much. Carol says, I'm so excited to see your new line. Good luck, thank you. Jessica Faust is here from Bare Minerals. Hello, my friend, I'm so excited to see these pieces you were telling me about. I've been telling anyone who would listen about this. Linda says, can't wait to see your line. Sabrina, hi, I'm excited for your line. I have pieces from Leah Williams, Amy Strand, Sean Killinger, and Jane Tracy. Oh, I love that. Isn't it fun? Like, my goal with this was to be able to look at a piece and be like, that's so Terry. Because I feel like most of the lines, now there will be some pieces with all of the lines that just kind of bring it all together that are like basics, and you're just like, well, that's a t-shirt. I mean, it could be anybody. But what I did with mine was a lot of florals, a lot of like artisan details, embroidery. So I'm hoping you can tell it's me through when you see it. Lucia says, I can't wait to see your line. So excited. Christina says, hi, Terry. Hi, Debbie from Cape Cod, Mass. Excited for you. Eileen, love your collection. Chic. Ooh, I like that word, Lucia. Thank you. Love that. Sizing, asks Eileen. True to size. It's true to QVC sizing. So our lines here at QVC, whether it's Denim & Company, Isaac Mizrahi, Lori Goldstein, Susan Graver, and the Studio Park line, all has the same sizing. Now, there will be variations. Like sometimes, I can wear a different size within pieces. And I even have like a dolman sleeve shirt that's in the line, which is very like oversized. So you probably could size down on that, but general rule of thumb, all QVC sizing. Now, if you don't have any idea what that means, which I didn't either when I first got here, if you're accustomed to shopping at department stores, you would go one size down in QVC. So I always say I'm a small at the mall, extra small at QVC. There's no way I would ever be an extra small in a regular store, but I wear extra small at QVC. I have lost weight in the last month and a little bit more. So even the samples that we were taking pictures with were a little too big on me. So we tried to, make it look like it's supposed to look, but I'm an extra small, sometimes extra small now on the top, and then an extra small on the bottom. We will have petites and regular inseams on the dresses, the skirts, the dusters, and the pants. Let me see if there's any other questions. Eileen says, is the dress a little big or fitted? Do you mean the dress I'm wearing now or the duster? We're calling it a duster to dress. So Alicia says, how long have you been working at QVC? I have been here since August of 2018. I cannot believe it's been that long. So the dress that I'm wearing, oh, she's talking about the duster. Well, I'll just show you this real quick since I'm wearing it. What we try to do in all of our pieces to fit a range of sizes, extra small through 5X, is give like a way to have it fit everybody perfectly. So there's a little bit of wiggle room. So on this duster, on this dress, which actually probably could be a duster too. It's flat across here. There's a seam here, but there's no elastic. However, there's elastic in the back. So if you see, I don't know if it's hard to tell on this, but you see how that moves. So if I was a little bit, if I have a little bit more weight on me than I do right now, or if I held my weight in my stomach, look, I could go out to here and it would still be, the size would still fit me. But because I have a smaller waist and I carry my weight in my hips and thighs and tushy, I like to have the waist come in. But I know not everybody likes that. So all of the pieces should be pretty, malleable in that way. They'll fit. So this one has this beautiful embroidery on the top. It's all lyocell, which is my favorite. As soon as I came in, I said, we've got to do a lot of lyocell because it's my favorite fabrication. It's very drapey and flowy and soft and lightweight for the summertime and the spring. And then on the bottom, let me see there's this beautiful embroidery on the bottom too. So this one, totally true to size, comes in petite and regular, and it comes in this color, which is the dark indigo, and then it also comes in this light wash. Now the light wash I love because you can kind of see where they washed it out. There's some contrast where you can see where it was indigo. And then this one is a little more light contrast in terms of the embroidery. So do you see it's really light? So if you don't want it to be that much of a pop of difference, then maybe you'll like the light. I like them both for different reasons. I just love to pop on a dress in the morning. Wherever my day is taking me, I can wear slides or espadrilles, or, you know, dress it up with an espadrille, or just wear like a cute little sneaker too and just be like ready out and about. The one this was based on is a dress that I have that looks a lot like this. And so we did the shirring here on the sleeves, but mine has elastic here, which kind of annoys me because I carry weight in my upper arms. And so I was always like pulling at it and pulling it down. And I know our customer, many of you love that arm coverage, but you don't want anything tight around there. So we made it a little different. But it's lyocell and it's amazing. I love it so much. I am so happy. I just have to say, like, our design team is incredible. They just walked me through this process. I am not going to pretend that all of a sudden I'm like some fabulous designer. I just brought to them things that I loved and things that I think you will love and things that are hard to find. I love dresses and skirts. It's hard to find good dresses and skirts today. So that was the basis of it. And then I'll talk to you about the duster, Eileen, I promise. Let's see. Perfect arm coverage. Thank you, Michelle. That's like one of my number one. It has to be soft. It has to be drapey. I need arm coverage. I'm not going to ever be showing my arms very infrequently. Alicia says, do the buttons on the dress you are wearing go all the way down? Yes, they go all the way down. There's this pretty kind of like pearlized look, almost kind of like from denim, Western shirts from back in the day. So they're pearlized on both, and they go all the way. Let me see if I can move that. I have this on a tripod and it's not very movable, but yes, they go all the way down to the bottom. I actually have even two of them unbuttoned. You don't need to because there's side slits on both sides. So there is ease of movement, but I was hurrying because I was on air already. And I couldn't remember how to do live streams because I don't do them very often, but you can just snap. And I don't know if we still have these shoes. They're from Vince Camuto, but they are the perfect match because they're denim. But denim shoes are huge right now. So I think you could probably find like a lighter denim to go with the lighter choice and a darker denim. Okay, so yes, they are snaps, not buttons. Did I say buttons? I'm sorry. Yeah, they're snaps. So you can do like the snap. Now to the duster for Eileen. I will show you probably easiest to see in the white. This one is it was first and foremost a duster. So it's very like just open kind of. Like it's not gonna have any sort of fit points, but it does come with the self belt. It's nice and thin, which is super in right now. You'll take this off when you wash it because look how cute. There's like little beads, little wood beads, and these pretty tassels. You'll see I like tassels. So you'll take that off when you wash it, but it's machine wash, tumble dry. This one's 100% rayon, which I love. And then this is the little belt loop. So if you want to take the belt off, you don't even see it's there. But if you remember those like little like, it's like a string basically that's holding these self belts on a lot of times. Those drive me bonkers because sometimes I want to take them off, but then I want a place for the belt to go. But if you're not wearing a belt, they just hang there, you won't see that. But then our very smart design team put on buttons. And do you see how the placket is like a smaller scale? I just love that. It's this pretty Baroque print. Thank you to Claudia, who is our print designer. She is just absolutely a genius. But then we thought, let's give you different ways to wear it. And sometimes I wasn't sure until I got it because it is a finer material. I mean, it's 100% rayon, so it's really drapey and beautiful. And I was like, I don't know, are we fudging it to see if we can wear it as a dress? But no, I have it in the pictures and I'm wearing it as a dress and it totally works. So the buttons start here and they go all the way down. So two totally different ways to wear it. High side slits. I love it. It's so cute. And then there's buttons, 2 buttons on the sleeves, so you can like roll those up, unbutton it and roll them up. So that comes in 2 colors as well. Let me just check on the questions. Gorgeous duster. Yes, machine wash. Everything is machine wash. Tumble dry, most of them. Does the denim dress have pockets? Yes, it does. Everything has pockets in the line, well, except for the shirts, because I always like to have pockets. Why? Not necessarily because I need anything to put there. Well, sometimes I put my phone there, but I like to just hold my hand, have my hands in my pockets. It just, I don't know, makes life easier. So pockets in the duster, pockets in the dress. And then I'm gonna show you all of my favorites first, because if we run out of time, then the other pieces are just kind of like, it's a different take on a t-shirt, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Okay, so moving on to, well, I'll show you, okay, no, I'll show you these. I do have all colors. Okay, so these are, look at this embroidery. I'm so happy with the way it turned out, and it's on both sides. Now, originally, I was inspired by a pair of shorts that looked like this at the bottom, and then it was cut out around the florals and around the leaves. And when we sat down with the design team and we're there with everybody, and everybody goes, okay, that's gonna cost this much more. And I'm like, what? And I was thinking of you, the customer, and I'm like, okay, does that have to be there for that much more? Because we really want to keep it affordable. And trust me, I am so happy with the quality of these pieces. Like, there's a certain store I like to shop, which when you look at this, you think of, at least I do, it would be like 3 times, well, at least twice the amount it is. And the quality is just as good. So we made a compromise, kept the price reasonable, without having the scallop at the end, but then we put it on the back. So on the back of both of the legs, the hems of these pants. Now these, it has both. So I think they are outstanding. They're, I think, my favorite thing no, the duster's my favorite, then these are my second favorite, and then this dress is my third favorite. They're a linen blend, so like 55% linen and 45% viscose, I think. And that seems like a lot of linen, but they are soft to the touch. And then look how smart this is. We got one of the samples in, and the pocket bags were white, and they showed through. This is more of an ivory, and they showed through. So they did like a beige pocket bag, so you can't see the pockets through. So I love these. They come in this ivory with pink. And then there's a couple pink tops in the line that should go back to it. You can do this little cotton modal spandex, or this is a knit, and that can go with them as well. And then I have, let me see, where should I put this? Put them in the back. Called Sea Spray. It's like this light, gorgeous olive. And then look at all this like sage, like there's, sagey olive, I guess. And then kind of like beige and cream in there. Now there's not really a top that matches. I mean, in the picture, I used this one. This is a chiffon top, which I'll show you in just a moment. It has more ivory in it than is really in here, but it works. I feel like it totally works. But I mean, really anything with these, they're just easy and breezy and so like Hamptons, summer, love them. Wide leg, and they're a crop pant. So we'll have petite and regular inseams. I don't have those with me right now though. And then here's the navy, and look at the colors here. Aren't they gorgeous? So this one will match back to the t-shirt for more of a relaxed look, just like more casual. And then there is a navy chiffon top if you want to dress them up a little bit. I have a light on in here, and it's, I mean, they are different materials. They are a pretty good match though in person. It's just kind of highlighting. But again, it's just an option. I want you to be able to wear these with other pieces in your wardrobe. They are a flat front. I will show you on the ivory just so you can see it a little bit better. They're a flat front here, so you can tuck something in if you want. If you have something layered over it, like that knit faux wrap top, it's not going to be bulky, but then you have that ease of movement in the back. So there's elastic all the way in the back. Now these I've only tried on in the small, which used to be my size, but in the last like 6 weeks to 2 months, I've lost about 10, 11 pounds. So I really do think I need the extra small in these. So it's gonna be hard for me to tell you right now if they fit true to size. I'm pretty sure that they will, but they're very relaxed. So there may be some wiggle room on that one. And if, as you can see, there are links here if you wanna shop any of these. Ooh, Shannon says I put the pink top with the sage. I like that idea. Sage is really pretty, Shannon says. Carol says, love what I'm seeing so far. Thank you. And Eileen says the pants are gorgeous. Carol says, please add crop tops for those short-waisted who want 22 inches or less. I would like that too, because I am short-waisted and I like, actually the t-shirt is not, I don't think at QVC we'll probably ever do anything too crop, just because it's most of our customers, that's not the way that they shop. However, Reen says, I watched you on As the World Turns, one of my favorite soaps. Great seeing you on QVC. Me too. I used to be on soap operas, As the World Turns, and then One Life to Live for a little while. Mostly As the World Turns, though. But the t-shirt is not super long. So here's my hip. There's where my, so, I mean, it's not super long. It's definitely not a crop, but I agree. I love crops. Okay, so that's the linen pants, embroidered linen blend pants. So excited. Then I guess, what's my next favorite? I guess the chiffon top. Oh no, the skirts. Okay. I wish we could do more colors, but it's like, you know, we're trying to see what you like, and so we're trying it out first, and we'll see what happens from there. Anything that people really like, though, maybe we'll do another order next year and then add colors. I hope you like it. I know I like it, though, so I'm excited to be able to have these pieces to wear. So these are 100% rayon also. Do you remember, okay, who remembers Tolani? Here, Alka Tolani, she was a designer and she did all of those beautiful silk scarves that like Jessica Alba and all of the celebrities would wear. And she started doing a line of clothing all in silk. So we brought her here to QVC and she had the most beautiful designs and prints like inspired by her travels around the world. Tell me if you remember her, because our design team is so new. I was like, I loved whatever fabric Tolani used, that's what I want to use. And everybody's like, we don't know who that is. It was so funny. Oh, Felicia says, yeah, that's where I remember you from. Michelle says, t-shirt has great detail, love it. I'll show you that in just a second too, because that's my next favorite, I think. But so the wonderful thing is I got to come in and just say, I love lyocell. I want it anytime I can get it. We have it in side stitch here at QVC. It's more of an expensive brand, but it's even better prices here at QVC than it would be out at retail. But they use a lot of lyocell, and it is a more expensive fabrication. So I did that in this dress and in the wide leg pants, which I'll show you also. And then I said, I want beautiful flowy floral prints in whatever Tolani used. And so what she used was a 100% rayon to mimic silk, pockets, easy elastic waistband, and the whole thing is that gorgeous rayon. Then there's a seam here, and we have godets with that smaller scale, almost ditzy print in all the same colors. It looks like when it's on, as you're walking, it kind of a little tiny bit has like that mermaid kind of vibe, but it's not tight. It's just really when you're walking, like in the picture of me, when you see I'm wearing this color with the t-shirt, it really looks like that, but it doesn't fit that way. It fits totally true to size. There's room for movement. It's not going to be tight anywhere, but there are pockets, and it's a midi length. So these are regular. Oh no, this is the petite. So no, I guess it's maxi then. That we have it in petite and regular. And it is just so flowy and pretty. I absolutely love it. It comes in this navy. And notice I do a lot of turquoise accents or teal, like kind of teal, turquoise, aqua, because I love Sleeping Beauty turquoise and I want to be able to wear that jewelry with these pieces. So that's the skirt. Let me just check in and see. Carol remembers Tolani. She says, I have a few of her pieces. Carolyn remembers her too. Her clothing line was so beautiful. It was. And she was a doll, like the sweetest person. Sabrina says, yes, love Tolani. Yes, I do remember her. Oh, you all remember her. That's so cool. So speaking of, okay, so I'm going to move quickly to the top that reminds me of her. Because she used to do a lot of tops like this. So this is also done in a 100% rayon. And look at this kind of cool Zen Blossom vibe. This is the one that I was talking about that's a dolman sleeve. So it looks big. And it is. It's bigger. It's not as form-fitting as another top, but that's what I like about it. It's super in right now. I showed it to Amy Strand. She's like, I love that look. I love more of like a boxy. And it's not boxy. It would be if you like hold it out. But do you see when you let go, it kind of drapes down? It's a dolman sleeve, so it's supposed to kind of have like that drapey look. This also has, excuse me, I'll show you in the pink. It also has that border print, like right around the collar. That's a little, it's more of a ditzy, it's more of like a smaller scale. And then it has it on the bottom too. So this, and there's that turquoise again, if you want to wear your turquoise jewelry or not. So there's the pink, it's bright, it's fun. This is the navy, and that one has all of the other blues and like that Sleeping Beauty turquoise color. And then this one would be the most muted, I feel like. And originally I was thinking that this would go with the embroidered pants, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. I think for some people, you know, we're all a little bit different. Some people will maybe wear them together, others won't. I'm thinking it might be a little too much, but that's just me. So I might as well get your opinion. Okay, so here's the ones with the pink on the bottom, and then I'll show you with the pink top. Would you? I don't know. I'm thinking it's a little too much for me. Let me see what you're saying. I'm curious. Okay, nobody's responding yet, but let me, okay, so I'll show you what would be next? Well, you know what? I mean, this could work because it has pink in it. I don't know. I can't tell. And sometimes that's the thing. Like, you don't get, I think this actually looks good. We don't always get the whole entire, all the pieces in the colors in samples. And then here is the, oh, this is kind of hard to do. I need like 8 arms. In the navy, see, I don't unfortunately think the navy works because, well, I don't know, it's looking good on camera. It's just that not all the same colors are there. But like, I think it's for some people and it's not for other people. I think this with more of like a voluminous look to it would go better with a slimmer pant, like a little pedal pusher or, you know, like a slim pant jean. Like all of them will look good with white jeans. Okay, so moving on, because I know I'm taking up too much of your time, which I always tend to do. Let's see. Oh, let me show you the t-shirt. Somebody was asking about the detail on the t-shirt, and let me just check in real quick. Okay, so Eileen likes the match. Michelle says too much for me. And Alicia says I would wear the top with these pants. Okay. I love Sabrina. Yes, what would Isaac Mizrahi do? I almost said Isaac puts, you know, like a stripe with a polka dot on top of it, and it looks good. Oh, Carol says Talani lives here in San Diego County. Love her fabrics. Carol says too much. Yeah, see, I mean, we all have our ideas of like what we feel good in and what isn't necessarily for us. And that's the good thing about these being separates like that. Deborah says, your collection has clothes I would and can wear every day. Can't wait to, I think she meant to get some pieces. Love the way the fit looks, the lengths, everything is pretty. Thank you. Like the top with the denim lyocell pants. That might be good too. I like that as well. Like the dark blue with the floral top. I like the sage pant and the white top. They coordinate with each other. Love the colors. Thank you so much. Okay, so there's one thing that's here that's not like the others, and it's this color. And here's why. Because another brand had chosen this color for something. We're calling it key lime, like key lime pie. Which it actually has turned out to be like a huge color for this season, but they had bought it last year for something. They didn't end up using it. So I got to get you a better price on the t-shirt because we used something that we already had. But then when you look at the collection, you're like, that doesn't really go anywhere. But this is one of those cases where it's a basic, it's a wardrobe builder piece. It's a t-shirt, but it's not just a t-shirt. Look at this fun, beautiful ruching here. There's a ladder stitch on both sides. So you can see a little skin through, but your bra should be around here. So hopefully you won't see any bra. It gives you that flutter sleeve, which gives you the sleeve coverage or the arm coverage without looking like you're covering up your arms. And it's cotton modal spandex, so it's so soft and drapey. So there's key lime. This one is called Sweet Lilac. That was the Pantone color. I would call it bubblegum pink. Maybe. It is like a bright, fun, sweet pink, but it's called Sweet Lilac. We had to do it, of course, in white. I kind of wish we did ivory too, because I think that would look good with the skirt and the linen pants. And then we have the navy, which is great. It goes with the skirt. It goes with the, either of these can go under the duster as well. And this goes with the linen pants. Perfect. So that's the top, machine wash, tumble dry, totally true to size. A little more fitted than some pieces, but again, not fitted. It's just like a t-shirt with shape. All right, I think I'm going over a little bit. I'm sorry. Michelle says that key lime is a staple piece for your collection. Oh, and Deborah said, I may have missed you saying, yes, they're all machine wash, tumble dry. We've really, really tried to do that as much as possible because who wants to take anything to the dry cleaners? And it's expensive. I always joke with Isaac, I always say, no cost of ownership. You don't have to take it to the dry cleaners. So this is a pretty chiffon top. You've seen a little bit of this one because it goes with the blue skirt and the blue linen pants. And then you saw this ivory color. I think we're calling it ivory. This is probably where you best see the material. I saw a sample of this material and I was just like, it's gorgeous. I knew I wanted to do a woven blouse. We have this pretty shirring at the top, really like romantic sleeves that are not lined. Now the body of it is lined, so you will not see anything through, but then the sleeves are sheer, so you can see through them. The ivory, gorgeous. I love a woven top. The one that I was kind of basing this on had tassels here, but we just thought it was a little bit too much, especially with the tassels on the wide leg pants, which I will show you next. But just easy, totally true to size. It's a little relaxed fit, so it's not gonna be too tight anywhere. And then, so we did those two colors, which will match back to the line. And then this one, look at this color. So it has the texture to it in the florals, and then it also has these bright, gorgeous spring, summer, like ready to go florals. Okay, that one I don't remember what the fabric is. I think it's a poly blend, but machine wash, tumble dry, easy. Speaking of I don't know why I didn't show you these earlier, but someone was just saying that those tops would match the lyocell pants, and I love them too. I'm so happy with the line, I have to say. So these are lyocell, but they're a stretch lyocell. We've used them in other brands in the past, so I got to feel it and see and make sure. I'm just gonna try to show you that there's stretch to it. So like the lyocell dress, there's not really much stretch there, but it's designed so that it moves. It's not gonna be tight, but there's stretch here in these pants. So they are so drapey and high end. They have this beautiful thick elastic waistband all the way around. It sits pretty flat, but I think this is like such a pretty detail how the ruching goes all the way around. And then just clean, like no pocket. Well, there are pockets in the front, but no pockets in the back. They all have to have pockets. They all have pockets, and they're all machine wash, tumble dry. And then this pretty twisted tie with the tassels at the bottom. So this is like a medium wash, and then we have them in. Look how cute that looks. And if you don't want to tuck in, you can just tuck these in here. This is the light wash. So these are the two indigo choices. And then this one I think is called Sandstone. And it's just a great neutral. I mean, I originally wanted to do white because I just love a white pant, especially like a flowy white pant. But we were worried it would be too see-through. And this is just such a great neutral. I mean, this looks so pretty with the duster as a duster. So either one over these pants, it is just such a gorgeous look. Do like a little tank top underneath. I mean, you could do the t-shirt, although it might get a little bit bulky, but look at this. I have like these butter knit tank tops from the Joan Rivers collection. That's what I wear under this, and it's such a pretty look. And then these also, I think, look good with this top, because there's really nothing else in the line that would go back to this top. So, I mean, it'll look cute with jeans, white jeans, but these would probably go with that. And then the final piece, which is a knit. So it looks like a blouse, but it's more of a knit. And it's similar to the blouse, the chiffon blouse, in that it has like this texture to it. Let me bring up this color. Almost kind of like a burnout a little bit, but it's a little frayed, it's a little textured, and it's a faux wrap. So there's a ton of stretch to it, and because it's a knit, but then it's kind of hard to see here, but it has elastic that goes all the way around the back. You really see it a little bit more in the back. And then in the front, it looks like it's wrapping around, but hook and eye closure here, which keeps it nice and tidy, doesn't let the girls out if you don't want to. I mean, you can have it open if you want to, but you see there's a whole layer under here and then the whole layer on top. And then the sleeves are a little bit of a blouson, a little bit of, romance there. Shirt tail hem, and a little bit of a length on this one. So you get the look of a waist, but then you get to cover like the hip area. So that one comes in this pretty cloud blue, white, and that's a true optic white. And then there's that pink again. This is called Sweet Lilac. So that one could go with the pants again, a couple of them. Well, really just the white one, I think. I mean, just the pink one. So that is it. That's my line. I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy. I'm very grateful to our buyers, to our incredible design team. They get to go to Europe and all of these cool places and see what the trends are. They give us the trend report, and then they show us the colors too that are happening, because they're way ahead of us. Like Europe's like 2 years ahead of us in terms of fashion, so they make sure that we're totally on trend. And then I just was thanking one of the head designer today, and I just said, you took what was in my head and in my heart and you made it into actual pieces of clothing that I can wear. And it's a really amazing feeling, and I just hope you love it as much as I do. Let me just see if there are any questions that I missed. Oh, Laura says, love your collection. I think your style's a little boho and reminiscent of the 70s. I love that. Boho is what I would say. So funny, when about 2 years ago, Alberti, who is the sweetest ever, said to me, when are you going to do a Studio Park line? And I was like, I don't think they're ever going to ask me. I don't really have like one specific style. And he's like, what are you talking about? You always wear those fabulous dusters. So that's why the duster was the first thing that I thought of when they did come to me and say we'd like to do at like a late spring, early line with you. And then I was talking to my husband too. He's like, what are you talking about? You have like this total, bohemian style, really flowy. So I thought, here's what describes it: flowy, feminine, and floral. And I do really like feminine pieces. Oh, Michelle says this is her favorite, the faux wrap top. Love that. Alicia says, how did you lose the weight? Special diet? Yes, I did. And I'm totally open about all of this stuff. So I'm not promoting anything. I'm just like, when people say something like that, I'm like, how'd you do it? It's called the Fast Metabolism Diet. It's a book from 15 years ago or something like that. And a friend of mine was doing this. It's basically just so good for you. Like no alcohol, no caffeine. You have to eat 5 times a day. You have to eat within 30 minutes of waking. That one's hard for me. Well, I was going to say it's all been hard for me, but it hasn't really been that hard. And then, because you have to kind of trick your metabolism into knowing that you're going to feed it so that it actually uses that food for fuel. But it's a lot of lean proteins and vegetables, and there's different phases within the week. So the first 2 days is phase 1, and it's fruit and whole grains. You can't have any wheat or soy or any of that stuff, but you can have brown rice pasta and oatmeal, and I found a really good brown rice pasta. Jovial is the name. I'm not getting paid by them. I just really like it. And then sprouted grain breads and bagels and fruit and lean protein. And then phase 2 is Wednesday and Thursday, my least favorite. Lean protein, all vegetables, no fat. And also no fat Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. And again, this is not forever. This is just a 28-day thing to just kind of clean it out. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday is where you bring in the good fats: avocado and nuts and olive oil and coconut oil and all of that good stuff, and protein and fruits and vegetables. And lots of water. I have my water here. And I like the Hydra pods that we have here, and the Roar Organic. It just flavors the water and gives you extra electrolytes and vitamins. So that's how I get my water in. And then you work out 3 days a week, phase specific. Monday and Tuesday you do a cardio, at least one within there. Thursday, Friday you do at least one strength training, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday you do either a relaxing stretching or get a massage. I'm like, ooh, that counts as working out. I'll get the massage. Okay, let's see if there's any other. I hope that was not way too much information, but it's called the Fast Metabolism Diet. Haley Pomeroy, shout out to you. It's the only thing that has worked in so long. My mom did it too. And she has been, she's teeny tiny, but she was doing all her old tricks. Nothing was working. We did it together and we were both successful. So, well, you are all so sweet. Thank you so much for your wonderful feedback. Let's see. Eileen says, when will you be showing everything on QVC? So it is all available, and it's right here in the chat. I don't know where you're watching, but there are links, I think, to all of the pieces. Otherwise, you can just look up on QVC.com, Terri Conn. You don't even have to put in Studio Park because there's nothing else that I have collabs with. So those 8 or 9 pieces will come up and you can shop now. But I will be debuting my first piece tomorrow morning on AM Style with Leah Williams. I think it's the embroidered linen pants, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe those are on. I can't remember. The pants, both pants are either this tomorrow with Leah Williams or Saturday's AM Style with Leah Williams. Friday night with Friday with Amy and Alberti, I'll be doing this dress, which comes in these 2 colors, which could kind of be a duster too. I think Amy might wear it that way. I don't know. And then, so Friday morning, Friday at 5, Saturday morning, and then next week, I'm in Explore Your Style with Vanessa. I know that I'm going to be on Over 50 and Fabulous because I'm now 50 and I like to think kind of fabulous. With Mally and Sean. I am so excited about that show. We're going to do the duster So that's the first time you'll see it presented. But I mean, this is the one everybody's like eyeing. So I'm hoping we still have enough to present it next Friday. That's like a week from tomorrow. But if it sells out, again, we don't bring in a ton of any of these Studio Park lines. So I would definitely shop early. Everything is machine washable. Everything but the shirts have pockets. And if you're new to QVC, you can return within 30 days. You'll just have to pay shipping. And then you can exchange for size or color for free, assuming that we still have it. Oh, and I promised you I would show you this room, this Fashion 360 room. So let me do that real quick. Should I flip it around? Okay, there's where I was working. See, I had the pretty light. That was my stand. And then, so that's my line. Woo. And look at these cute shoes they even put with it. Those are Clark's. They would look great with any of it. Thank you, Kayla, for doing that. This is Rosina's dress. I love this dress. This is from her line. Some of this is from her line. There's two of my tops. And then I know that there's a lot of Martha Stewart right here. Her line is really cute. And then look at all these fun bags. I'll pull out and show you like the whole look of this room because it really does make us look like the coolest department store in the world. This is logo. I'm loving all the new logo pieces. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Jenny Garth, I'm in love with her line too. I have so many pieces from her line. I'm really liking this top right now. And look how cute this little sweater, open knit sweater is. And then if you see, like here's a big overview. Isn't it cool? We have some great bags here. Let me turn around. And then they style our little models here. They even have the cool music. Can you hear the cool music? I mean, it's good stuff. There's some bags. Let me just show you the bag wall and then I will let you go because I know I'm going like totally over, but this is fun. Look at these pretty bags. Amy Kestenberg. There's some Isaac pieces. Love my Isaac. I love this jacket. And then we even have some of our jewelry here too. So look at these equip bags. The raffia has been so popular. All right, so I will let you go. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me just make sure that there aren't any more questions. Oh, Michelle says she's been in here a few times at QVC. Let's see. Oh, you are all so nice. Oh, Alicia said MBR, that's our Mary Beth Rowe, said on Facebook she bought several pieces. She is so, I love her so much. I miss her so much. Your collection is as delightful as you. Janet, thank you. Wow, what a joy. I can't even tell you how excited I am. And you know what? You just made me even more excited because I got such a great feedback. There is something vulnerable about being like, I'm just going to show you what my style is, and everybody going, oh yeah, it's not good. I don't like your style. But we have to be humble and just be like, it's okay. I like it and I will wear it. So again, I will see you tomorrow morning, hopefully with Leah Williams in her 7 a.m. style. I think I'm on around the 8 o'clock hour, but she's always so fun to shop with. So hope you're there for the whole thing. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and I will see you soon.